Hi, Navy. So the rest of this week, we're going to be working on comparing and contrasting. And that means we need to see what's the same and what is different about two different things, or about two things. Today, we're going to be comparing and contrasting a groundhog to a penguin, since we just wrapped up our penguin stories. So we're going to start learning about groundhogs by using the Scholastic News article. And this one is called Busy, Busy Groundhog. This groundhog is busy. It eats and eats. Groundhogs eat everything in this picture, but one thing. Can you guess what it is? Take a second, Navy, and look around this picture. Do you see anything that you think a groundhog would not eat? Well, we're going to find out in just a minute. Busy in every season. Think of one thing a groundhog does in each season. Busy in the fall. The groundhog eats and eats in the fall. It prepares for winter. It gets ready for the cold. What do you think prepare means? Yeah, it gets ready. Good. It eats a lot, so its body will have a thick layer of fat. The fat will help it get through the winter. Why does a groundhog need a thick layer of fat? To stay warm? Yes. And is it going to be able to find food in the winter? No, so it can use the fat as its food and be able to survive. Busy in the winter. The groundhog hibernates all winter. It goes into a deep sleep. It does not eat all winter long. What does the word hibernate mean? Yeah, it means it goes into a deep sleep. It might not look busy, but its body is working hard. It is turning the fat into energy. The groundhog needs energy to stay alive. Can you think of another animal that we learned about that has a thick layer of fat and that fat helps to keep it healthy and alive? That's right, penguins. You're right. Penguins have a thick layer of fat. Busy in the spring and summer. The groundhog is really busy in the spring. First, it wakes up from its long winter nap. Then it eats and eats. Some groundhogs have babies in the spring too. In the summer, they eat some more. They take care of their babies. The babies grow up. How is that similar to penguins? Yeah, penguins have babies, right? Yeah. How is it different than penguins, though? Penguins don't have live babies. Penguins have eggs, and groundhogs do not, so that would be different. I wonder, what do groundhogs eat? Leaves, grass, snails, twigs, flowers, fruits, and vegetables. Groundhogs don't eat bees. So the one item on the front of that page, that was the bee. Groundhogs don't eat them. Okay, but let's look back at what they eat. Is that something that's the same or different than penguins? Yes, it's very different, isn't it? Yeah, it's different than penguins. Okay, so you're going to do this part on your own. I'm not going to read that to you because I just read the article, but there is the audio buttons to explain what to do. And so let's look at this. Compare and contrast a groundhog to a penguin. Do you remember what this is called? Yes, it's called a Venn diagram. Good. And let's look at what's the same about groundhogs and penguins. So this is going to go here where it says both. And what's something that's the same? Well, obviously, Navy, I can't hear you. So hopefully you know that penguins and groundhogs both have fat to keep them warm. So we're going to type in fat to survive, maybe. Survive, to stay warm, and to use as energy. And what's something else that penguins and groundhogs both have? Well, something else that it said they both have is they both have babies. Yeah, they both have babies, but it's different how they have babies, isn't it? Yeah, groundhogs have live babies, And penguins have eggs that hatch into babies. And let's see, there's another difference, and I'm going to let you figure that one out on your own. What's another way that they are different? Think back to what we talked about over here. Okay? And then on the next part, groundhogs and penguins are similar. I want you to write the sentence using that sentence starter. So groundhogs and penguins are similar because, why are they similar? Well, let's look back at our Venn diagram. Because they use fat to survive. Because they both use fat to survive. And then once you figure out the other difference, I want you to use the sentence starter. Groundhogs and penguins are different because, and then complete that sentence. All right, Navy, that's it for today for the reading part.